So, following on from my video on approved repairer networks and what that means and about the insurer setting these up for their own advantage, today we're going to talk about if you've actually had an accident and you've rang your insurer and they said one of the approved body shops is going to give you a call to book your vehicle in. Would you use this network? Well, I ran networks for 20 years, like I said, and I definitely would use an approved repairer network over my own choice of body shop. And we'll go into that now, the reasons why. Firstly, when they pick your vehicle up, they'll give you a courtesy car. That courtesy car will be insured by the insurer. There's nothing to do. You just sign the form, collect the keys, and you're able to drive. Your vehicle will then be taken back to the body shop. If you used a non-approved body shop, there might not be a courtesy car available because they're not under stringent terms to actually give you one. So you might not get one for 1 or 2 days, or you might not get one at all during the repairs while they repair your vehicle. Secondly, the speed of actually getting the repairs done. And this hinges on the estimate getting down to the repairer as quickly as possible so they can authorise the repairs. As soon as the repairer's got authorisation, he can start repairing your car. If you use a non-body shop who's of your choice, they might not have Auditex connected to the insurers, or if they do, they haven't got the set terms, the labour rates and criteria to actually get the authority. So it could take 1 or 2 days, or even meaning a physical inspection where one of the assessors has to drive out, look at your car, send an estimate back to the insurer, get it authorised, send it back, tell the body shop, agree terms and get the repairs done. This could take 2 to 3 days, whereas an approved repairer sends the estimate directly via Auditex, instantly hits the insurer. The engineer will then look at that as part of his workflow for the day and get the estimate back. It's in their benefit and the insurer's benefit to get that repair done as quickly as possible and get you out and get you off their books. So speed of repair and authorisation is key. Secondly, all the repairers on the network have set service level agreements, means they have to do things at certain times and they update certain things for the insurer to be able to process that claim. Things like giving you the ability to log in and see the process of your vehicle and where it is at. So is it in strip, is it in panel, is it in paint, or is it in valet? You can actually see online for something like Claim Watch, Auto Progress, there are quite a few. Most insurers now have these online where you can actually visibly see that. If you go to a non-approved network body shop, then that body shop of your choice might not have this and you can't get the updates. Also, they might not update you via the telephone because they're not under a strict contract. And the main difference between the two is an approved repairer network will do 80 jobs a month for that insurer, roughly around that, some a lot more. That body shop you're taking your vehicle to is only doing your job. That's it. They don't view it any other way. It's your job. So they're not going to lose 80 jobs a month if they do something wrong. So that way you get a better job with the approved repair network. Thirdly, in the network, when you come to get your vehicle, the insurer has the process to pay the repairers on a bordereau. So they pay them every 45 days, 60 days for the repairs. That way the body shop knows they're going to get paid. And as long as you pay your excess, you pick your vehicle up, drop off the courtesy car and you drive away with your car. If you use your own body shop, that body shop hasn't got payment terms with the insurer. It will be paid in a different way. So it might take 1 or 2 days for them to get payment. And the difference is the approved repair network will release the car without payment. A non-network body shop might not release that vehicle because the repairs could be quite expensive until they've been paid by the insurer. So that could delay you picking up your vehicle for 1 or 2 days. And if there is a delay in payment and your repairs are finished, they might take the courtesy car off you they've given you, take it back. So then you've got other issues. Now, the one risk you do take, like I said in the other video, with an approved repairer network, is the body shop actually doing what the insurer has estimated and authorised for them to do. So, likes of replace the front wing or replace a bumper, specifically bumpers as well and wings. They might take the bumper, have a look at it and say they can plastic weld it. Now, if they've been authorised to put a new bumper on that vehicle, they might repair it with a plastic weld, spray it up and put it back on your vehicle and charge for the part to the insurer. Very hard for the insurers to pick this up unless they physically go out, take that bumper off, have a look at it and ask for the parts invoice, but you can actually get around that very easily. So it's very difficult for an insurer to check. Now, would I be worried about that? 99% of the time, no, because actually plastic repair is actually very good nowadays. So you would never know the repair on that bumper if they do it correctly, or the wing if it's a plastic wing. The other thing is, if it might not be a domestic or owned vehicle by yourself, it could be a lease vehicle. There's a real problem with putting lease vehicles into approved repair networks, and one of the things that is the biggest concern is that you put the lease vehicle into the network and without you knowing, they put aftermarket parts onto your vehicle. That could cause issues when you go to give the lease vehicle back, because under your terms of your lease, it might say that any part replaced on the vehicle has to be OEM or manufacturer's parts, and they put on a wing that is not manufacturer's. Now they can pick this up if they figure out that the vehicle's been in an accident and then ask for the estimate and invoice for the repairs from the insurer and have a look at it. They'll tell straight away if that part was manufacturer or not, and then someone is going to have to pay to put a manufacturer's part on that vehicle to give it back to the lease company. You've already picked it up, repairs are done, repairs have been paid, you're now with the vehicle with a non-OEM part on, you go back to give it back to the lease company and they tell me we're not taking it back. There's big issues with that. So if I had a lease vehicle and I'm going to do a video on it, I'd make sure that I abide by my lease agreement and make sure the insurance on that lease vehicle, and it should be a commercial insurance or a lease insurance, on that vehicle does exactly what it should do. So let's wrap this up. Would I use an approved repair network over a non-network body shop? Yes, if I didn't have something really niche like a Porsche Panamera hybrid, X5 hybrid, or M3 or M5 series BMW, or an R8 that was quite new and I wanted it to go to the manufacturer's repairer, then if it was mainstream, I would put a mainstream vehicle into an approved repair network all day long over a non-network body shop. Despite what I said yesterday about the concerns about the body shops being squeezed for labour, parts and paint by the insurer, the other things totally outweigh that issue. The fact that they control the claim, speed of the claim, you get a courtesy car that's already insured, and there's a comeback, especially if you have an issue with your vehicle. Now, I will talk about rectification work, issues, how to deal with issues with the vehicle if it's not repaired correctly in a different video. Thank you for today. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe, and as I always say, there'll be more claims videos coming, and I hope they're a benefit to you. Thank you.